Hi, this is Dustin with TechMD. Today we are going to be doing a brand new Droid Turbo 2. I cannot believe that someone's already managed to break one of these because I thought it would be unbreakable phone. But it's broken in a different kind of way than anyone would ever expect here. It's actually been water damaged. So sorry about the camera here, we're just trying to get it adjusted, and I'm actually warming up the Droid Turbo 2 back. I do have a hot plate, which you can find those online, and it's at 100 degrees Celsius. I'm leaving it on there for about a minute and a half. It's pretty much all the same for all the droids to make sure it's nice and warm and warm up that glue. The only other video on the web is this guy ripping off the back of the Droid Turbo. I did watch partial of the video and I was kind of like, ugh. So, and I know a lot of you guys cringe on my videos too, but that's okay. We're here to learn on how to do different repairs and teach others new phones, and yeah. So we got the back nice and warm here, nice and toasty. I'm gonna go ahead and get our tool in here. It's kind of like matted feel here. Almost like the Note 5 on the back side here. And hopefully I don't break any cables. As far as I understood the video I did watch, there was no cables. But we'll see here. It wasn't the best video. So yeah, this phone has been baptized in a pool, and the owner is going to watch this video. Tessa dropped her phone in the bathtub. So there you go, Tessa. Good job for dropping your brand new $700 phone in the bathtub. Can you believe that, people? So yeah, we got some strong adhesive. It's very similar to the X2 or the Nexus 6 if you open that up. She's got it. I'm just working my way slowly through this here. It looks like I want to put a little bit more heat on here. I'm going to pause that and I'm going to put it on heat for another minute and a half. Okay, so I got the Droid Turbo 2 here, a little bit more toastier. Lots of adhesive, lots of resistance. So it's really critical on all the droids not to bend the back too much, and that is mainly because it's hard to get it back on. And also not to get too hot either, because then you'll ruin the battery. That's why I use 100 degrees Celsius for about a minute and a half. It's plenty of heat, gets it warm to the touch. You don't want to go hot to the touch like screens. Okay, so I think we're able to salvage this without causing any damage. So, and you know what we can do here after the repair is go ahead and clean off all this tape and tape it down with some red adhesive. If this is a fail, I'm not going to do that. I'm not even going to put the phone back together unless, of course, the customer has some kind of insurance or we can send it to Droid. So the goal here is just to get her phone, Tessa's phone, up and running here. So make sure that there's no hidden screws under this thick adhesive tape. While it's warm, it's easier to pull it off than to do it while it's cold. So I'd highly recommend go ahead and just start scrubbing this tape off, because we're going to put some new tape on when we're done here. And then this thing here, you can just go ahead and throw it on the hot plate and just leave it on there while you're working on the phone. It doesn't matter how hot it gets, and then you should be able to pull off the glue off pretty easy. But this, once it gets cold, it's kind of hard to warm up, like I'm saying here. Okay. Got lots of room up there, so let's tilt this a little bit. There we go. So I'm still loving the LG Urbane. I actually looked into the LTE Urbane, and the wristbands are antennas. And so I can't get the metal band, unfortunately, and so that's kept me from upgrading to the LTE Urbane. I tried the Moto 360, but they didn't give me bands, and I wasn't really impressed with that flat tire look that people complain about. So I took it back 2 days later, and I was just like, no, I'm done. Okay, so I think this piece here just came and fell off while I was digging in. So all you have to do is just unclip it out. Okay, let's clean our area real quick with all the excess glue here. And we're just going to get one of these metal bins here. And just put all of our extra pieces in. Okay, so we got a magnetized bin. I don't even know where my office manager, she bought this. I think you can buy these at like Walmart or something. And then we got this metal sheet here that she designed, which is really nice. Keeps the static away. Okay, so these look really small. They look smaller than a T4, to be honest. So this is a great way to strip your phone. I'm so excited. Thanks, Motorola. Let's make smaller T-size screwdrivers. Okay, so we're going to pop that cable open. It already opened for us. This one looks like it's already popped open. Okay, and we're going to try the T3 here. Yep, that's it. Motorola is notorious from going from like T4s to T5s to T6s, especially in their X912, which I made a video of. I'm going to put that online here. Looks like I need to magnetize that. So how I magnetize my screwdrivers is I just get like a fridge magnet, rip off the back, and circle around in the side, and it magnetizes it. Works real well. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this screw, that, and that one. And I'm assuming these ones here are longer, so we're gonna keep them aside from the black ones. I'm gonna go ahead and pause that, and then I'll unpause it when it's all done unscrewing. So running into a little problem here with my T3. It just keeps on stripping, which is not good. Every single one of these. So I'm going to try my T4 and see if I have any better luck here. Okay, so the T4 is having better luck on the black ones. This is what I'm talking about, Motorola being tricky. And then it seems like the white ones are T3s. Make sure you put a lot of pressure downward and then twist hard. And, you know, don't do it too quick either. So just take your time, but put a lot of initial pressure down. Okay, so T4 seems to be the hero on this. They're so small though. I was thinking it was T3. Okay, let's check out the shiny white ones. Oh no, the T4 is the one. So T3 is definitely not the one to use, guys. T4. those screws are out here. Let's get the SIM card out. Just use a SIM card popper. What is this contraction? Oh, SD card and SIM card all in one. That is cool. Look at that. Nice. Yeah. Okay. So there's the back. And wow. More screws. Got that screw there. A whole bunch of tape all over this thing. Motorola, you're starting to look like HTC. Only thing I don't like Motorola for is their small screws. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what I just unscrewed there for. Whatever. Looks like something comes up, but I have to remove this tape, it looks like. I typically like to warm up tape, but it's right above the battery, so I just can't do that. So this tape might not be coming back on. Not sure what it's there for. Maybe a heat shield? What do you think, guys? Who knows? We'll put that back on if we can. There's another screw right there. Okay, hold down the cables. Why not? Alright, so what is this? Ooh. Let's go to... It is wet, so let's go to plastic tool. Give me that plastic tool. Then just put the other board in.
So it looks like there's no power connection isn't the same on the motherboards.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah.
Okay, so disconnecting battery, plastic tool here. Okay, it's disconnected. And there is the short right there. Look at all that corrosion. Okay, I will show the camera here. If it will zoom in here. Why is it not do this? Come on. God. I don't know what's wrong with my Note 5 lately. So there you go. You can see the corrosion right there. I wish this camera would zoom in more. But it won't. Okay, we could possibly use my magnifying glass. Okay, so now that we get the battery disconnected, couldn't find my magnifying glass anywhere, so oh well. See how much adhesive is under this thing. She's got it. Whoa. Okay, looks like it didn't do any damage, but careful, that slips quick. Come on, baby. Come on. God, why did they put those cables right there? This is a stupid spot to put a cable. Look at that. They got it all curved up and whatnot. Just ready for someone to slice that on accident. That was close. Didn't do any damage to the battery. That's good. Hey. Right, let's get the rest of these cables here. And come on up. Weird. Not wanting to come up. Wants to come out a different way. Maybe this way. There we go. Okay, yeah, do it from the sides on that one, guys. Something in there, so we cleaned it out. Let's put those on there. Looks like we're going to need to use tweezers here. Be very careful about this cable. This is a very expensive cable along with this one. It goes to the LCD, and I really hope he didn't ruin the LCD. We can actually scrub the LCD cables if we need to. But he said it was working, it was just in a boot loop. I think that's because it was shorting out because of that battery connector. I think that's the only problem with this board. Okay, so I'm pulling up here and seeing what's holding it down here. Nothing, apparently. Just really connected well. Now we're going to take this antenna here. Be careful of these. These love to pull off the board, and the last thing I would want you to do is break that. This is on all phones. You just got to be really careful of these stupid antenna cables. Their design's not smart. Wow, that is an ultra thin board. Okay, before we evaluate the board, we're going to evaluate the cables here. See if there's any corrosion. Oh, great. So there's some corrosion on this board right here. It's really hard to see on the camera, but it's right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have to scrub this board here with some alcohol, and hopefully it'll work. Now it looks like there's some pieces under here too, but I highly doubt water got under there since the screen still works, but not sure about the touch screen with that. Unbreakable screen. It's pretty, actually a pretty thick assembly, I would say. Oh, I would also say that this digitizer would be very difficult to replace if you ever had to. Tessa actually had it for only 2 days. Careful about these latches, they love to break on you. That is a very big camera. Pull all that off. Just pulling off anything that would fall off in the water. This would fall off in the water too. Oh, there you are. So many covers. Whoa, what's that supposed to plug into? Anyone know? I don't know. Nothing. Just it's covered port. Okay. These are really well protected. I don't see any way of removing them out. They're so protected, I don't even think water could get in there. Water could get in there though. Looks like there's leakage to here. But nothing could get in that, so. I only see the problem right here for the shortened corrosion. All this got wet though, as shown on the marker. All of this right here. Looks like this all got wet here too. Probably in there too. So I really don't think we're going to need to do nothing too crazy for cleaning. Let's try to make this as simple as possible. First we'll clean the board, and then second we'll clean the mother or the screen. Okay, so in order to clean corrosion off, you have to put it in very clean water. So what has the most minerals in water is almost every water. The higher the mineral content, the more likely it's going to corrode. So we like to use distilled water and soap to actually scrub off corrosion, and it's also safe for the board. After you're finished, you're going to use distilled water, or distilled water, clean it up. And you can use also alcohol 91% for more tougher corrosion. This is very light corrosion, so we're just trying to scrub it clean with a toothbrush. Now we can also put this in the ultrasonic cleaner and see if that'll fix it. But it's really not that crazy of water damage, so I don't see the need for alcohol or the ultrasonic cleaner. Okay. So now we're just going to go wash this off with some distilled water over the sink. Okay, so I went ahead and put the Droid Turbo motherboard on the actual hot plate so it can warm up. So now I gotta figure out how to get the touch digitizer cable away from the LCD cable. So just go very slow here. Talk about nerve-wracking right here. Okay, we got it up. Now for the scrubbing fun. This one we're just going to hand dry. So if I didn't clean this cable here, guys, basically the touch digitizer when he got it on wouldn't work, and I'd have to tear the whole thing down again. But knowing that the LCD works means I don't have to open this up here and see if that got wet. Most likely we're good. Okay, so I'm just going to take some alcohol and a microfiber rag here and clean it off. There we go. Corrosion's gone. So that was pretty straightforward. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Let's make sure this is completely dried. Feels dry to me. Okay, I think we're golden there. Making sure there's nothing, a little extras on the board. Looks like a piece of glue right here. Just remove that just in case. Really clean connections. There we go. If you ever blow off anything with your mouth, make sure you don't spit on it. And if you're not cautious of it, just use the dust cleaner. Works real well. Okay. So my board is nice and toasty by now. That means that all that distilled and soapy water has dried out, and actually I cleaned it off with distilled water. I flushed it a few times to make sure everything is gone, and soap and all. Okay, so pretty hot, but as you can see, if you can, come on Note 5. So there's no more corrosion. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Burns. Stop moving, camera, please. Yeah, see? Looks a lot better. And right here, there was some corrosion. Looks a lot better too. So now we just have to put all the pieces back together on the board. And here comes the fun part. Okay. So those orange things were on the bottom here. And hopefully this will help you guys remember if you forget where everything is this video. Hopefully I put everything back on correctly too myself. Pretty sure those orange ones are right here. Okay. There's the other one. Well, this one's gonna be fun. Come on, tweezers. Okay, that's on. Now, for a piece of tape, I need to find some different tweezers. You don't have to put it on the battery like I did. I don't know why I did it that way. Uh-oh. That wasn't shown on video. Let me zoom out here. Sorry, guys. Okay. So just putting this one on there. Oop. Popping off. And those got back on there. Oranges right here, that one there. Okay, and then camera. So, just like so. Careful with these clips, they're so delicate, especially these ones. Make sure these are up. Now I typically like to put those in first, so we will see here if how hard it is without plugging this in first. Oh boy, I don't know. But yeah, we better plug in the antenna first. How shall we do this? Come on. A little bit more difficult than the one on the iPhone 6. I think it is 6. No, what is it? 5S. So I just line it up over the hole and press it in. Okay. Put that back down carefully here. All right, rotate that over. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Getting that cable in before you plug the board in. Smaller cable will go in just fine. But this big cable you have to be really cautious of. Make sure that line is up with the other line there. I'll show you here when I can see the camera. It looks slightly up. That's bizarre. Okay, so that line there you can see running across has to be lined up with these lines here. It's kind of obvious, but for the people who are not very experienced, might not be obvious here. This is a phone I would not recommend getting into unless you have experience, guys. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to reach here. I don't know what's going on here. We gotta figure out if this is gonna reach or not. Come on. I think the cable is not bent over enough. No, it's not. No, I don't want to take that cable out again. Looks like I have to. Okay, so this is not over enough at all, guys. That's what I was worried about by bringing that one over. This has to get way over there. Doesn't look right though, it kind of looks crooked. Okay, let's try that and see if it lines in there. Maybe this cable should go in first. Wow. This is pretty tedious, I have to say. Why, Motorola? Why? Come on, I am it all the way down. Let's see what happens. Don't mess with that cable until you figure out the proper length on this here. Oh, okay. Yeah, if I rewound the video, I could have seen what I was doing wrong. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. That's why I wasn't sitting down, because this chip here below that was hitting that. So yeah, now we can easily get it in there. Let's go back and work this in here. Wish they'd get rid of these stupid latches. There we go. Obviously, the blueprints on the board shows you're supposed to have that on there too. It's kind of a no-brainer. Oops. Well, have a brain fart from time to time is okay, I guess. As long as you don't break nothing. So just lifting that tab up and pushing it back in further. There we go. Now we're lined up, as you can see. Perfectly lined up, perfectly lined up. That is really critical, especially if you're doing water damage. Device here, you want to make sure that everything is proper. Okay. Okay. Got all that. Oh, you know what? I forgot one little detail. That's captain's tape. It helps from shortening out the connections against anything metal. Seems like it's not long enough. Just not putting it on right. It's precise. Okay, one more captain's tape. We're not going to glue down the battery yet. And that's because we want to test it. Make sure everything works before we put some tape on there. There you go. Kind of feels lopsided a little bit. The reason why I do these videos, guys, is nothing to do with ratings. Just explain to the world that, you know, how to do the repairs yourself. And if you don't want to do it, you can always bring it to a professional tech. They can learn from these videos. I'm more of an explorer, so I don't mind exploring new phones. And so, yeah. But yeah, teach the world how to repair phones. Either way, I estimate Apple's going to have most of the cell phone shops closed down in the next 2-3 years. So if you're doing Apple repairs exclusively, you're in trouble. And no, I will not explain why. You'll just have to learn. Oop. Oh, my power buttons fell out. Oops. It's like building Legos here, jeez. Ah. Okay, let's plug in the power and the cables here. We're not going to screw anything in together yet. Okay, we might need to charge it. Yep, we do need to charge it. So we will come back to a charged battery. Okay, while that's charging, I'm going to go ahead and screw in a couple screws here so that way I don't have to feel like it's going to come flying out. Especially these power buttons. Just a few. Making sure it doesn't smell. Oh, we got something on. Oh, there she is. There's Tessa, the one who probably drowned her phone. Oh, did you just see that line? I just seen a line. Actually, when I first plugged it in. What I'm going to do for that line is I'm just going to unplug the cable, and I'm going to go ahead and clean the connector. But I might want to check the LCD, that tape. Actually, they could probably just call this phone a defective phone and get it exchanged. Oh. Well, let's see if we can get it fixed. Is it something to do with this, or is it actually touchscreen? Come on, line. Don't bother us anymore so that we don't have to mess with you. Increase the brightness here. There we go. So it seems like the more we use it, the more that line likes to come up. Reminds me of the line on the Nexus 6. I couldn't get that line out of there for the life of me. That was definitely a broken screen. Oh, Facebook's going crazy. Snapchat's going crazy. Look at all those messages. Holy crap, this popular girl. Cops pull over a Google car for doing 24 miles in a 35-mile-per-hour zone. That's awesome. Okay. Let's put the SIM card in here. Might make us restart it. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, our volume up button's not working. Gonna have to play with that. That's probably just a matter of messing with it, tweaking with it. There we go. Oh, that sucks. Let's see here. Where is the phone call? Let's call our office. And check the volume in the ear. Okay, I can hear that. Sounds good.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. There was an error in processing your call. Please power down and turn off your phone. Then turn your phone back on.
Okay. Well, we will mess with that later. Let's go ahead and see if we can fix that LCD problem. And the volume up button. Did I miss a screw? Yep, I did. They call it fast charging, turbocharging. Aren't they so original? I'm on video. Okay, back off of this plastic stuff. Let's put it on the front this time. Come on, baby. There we go. You guys get to watch this twice over. You can always skip and fast forward this part, you know, but I like to put all the diagnosing and figuring out what's what on video, so because it's not a true video if you cut things out. I fix it. There's other examples out there obviously too, but I don't like to cut anything out. I'll pause the videos to, you know, if there's mindless screws, but for the most part I like to keep it running. Okay, so board's out again. Let's move this up. And I knew I should have looked under here, but I didn't. I don't know if this gold plate's going to be able to come back up or put back down. Oh, crap. I ripped it. Ah. Come on. Go together. Stop separating. Oh, boy. It would be better if I heated it up. That's frustrating. I don't know what's under this cable, guys, so I might be wasting my time. There they are. There's the resistors. That's what we were looking for right there. I don't see any damage at all to the water. Ah, crap. Okay, so that's probably what I'm going to have to do is put captain's tape over that again because it's going to get wet. So let's do this. I need some scissors. Okay, so I'm going to take the water here, and if this doesn't work out for them, then there's nothing I can do. We're going to have to do this upside down. So basically, you can't see it on camera here, but you scrub the resistors. It could pull up the whole board, but I don't really want to risk it. So then we got that little corrosion right there too. It's probably this right here. But I just don't want to put the phone back together, to be honest. Golly, this is not coming clean. Let's try some alcohol, which is a little bit more stronger. A little bit more smellier too. Okay, so still not making any progress on that connector. So we're going to go a little bit stronger. We're going to get a little bit on a rag, some acetone, a microfiber rag here, and try to scrub that clean. That burnt connector right there, I bet is the whole thing here. So that's probably why you have the line of the display. show it on video real well. Just hoping it would just scrub away. But no luck, guys. So that burnt connectors. Why the LCD's messing up, I bet. Okay, so we've done our best. Now let's dry this thing off. I would normally put this same kind of tape back on, but I don't have any, so I'm just going to use Captain's tape. Hopefully it'll work. Here, just the same. Okay, so first things first, Captain's tape. God, these extra pieces are driving me nuts. I know Captain's tape is perfectly safe for resistors. I'm pretty sure they use that metal tape down below for that piece on the board. Whatever that is. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so we got that on. Now let's put the board back together again. Sorry for such a long video, guys, but water damage repair is no easy task. So we really want to, do the best we can for our customers. Come on. So the solution to the line in the display or the burnt display would be to, unfortunately, replace the display. This is a Droid Turbo, very expensive. So Droid Turbo 2. So I would just wait it out until the prices go down and just deal with the line in the display for now. There's not much more option than that. This is why you plug it in this way first. Because it's easier. Now that volume up button was clicking, but wasn't working. So we're going to take a look at it here next. We're using or something else is in the way. We'll see here. Okay. There's a piece of goober right here. The cable's all attached to the one. This is the really bent out of shape cable. Designed strange. All I'm doing is getting the bends out of it a little bit here. Hopefully make the button work. The button actually physically works, I can feel it. But as soon as I try to help that cable along, it just wants to mess up. Let's see here. Okay. Now for the replacement tape. Looks like they have tape all running around the bottom of this. Or along the side of it, I guess. So all you do is just rub off the old tape. And then replace it. You don't have to do this. You could just throw down some tape and it'll be good. But just ensure proper repair. I'm doing it anyways. Okay, that's all removed. Almost forgot about the captain's tape here. What's this tape for again? I don't remember. Oh, it's probably that way. That's which we already replaced with captain's tape. Okay, oh, and get some red adhesive tape here. You can find that on eBay. I didn't think it'd be so much work to get this tape off. Okay. Got extra big here. Pretty much the same kind of tape. Do not tape this down until you're ready to rock and roll with the repair. And they're not going to pay for a new screen, I'm pretty sure of, so I would just deal with that problem until new screen prices go down. Oh, this has so far been a really long video. Sorry guys. Wasn't expecting it to be so long. And by the way, all you haters out there, I appreciate the hater advice. Because a lot of times I get some good advice and then I implement them in my videos. And I do this because I want to improve and make better videos. Darn it, I lost the home button somewhere. Or power button. There you are. Really? They put it in backwards or something? Nope, it just don't want to work. Okay, what we'll do here is do it from side. There we go. Pain in the rear phone. That volume up still doesn't like to work. I have to loosen that screw pretty loose. That's bizarre. There's that pesky green line. Oh, that's a bummer. Sorry guys, I couldn't fix it all the way. Remember the steel ones go in there. Put the SIM card in there first. Forgot to plug those in. Better turn it back off. Make sure these guys are all the way in, but not over tighten them. Plug those in and then get these caps in and bust out the tape. Okay, it's off. Go ahead and plug these in. Turn it back on while we're doing that. Oh, this is kind of fun to put in. Okay, before we tape it all up, we're going to make sure antenna cables are all good. All right. Now let's make a phone call. What the heck? It's like frozen. Dialer stop responding. Let's turn off the Wi-Fi. Yes?
It took a little longer to get back than I thought it would.
Oh, that's fine. It's like the system is freezing up here. Oh boy, just restarted. Looks like it was just doing an update. Alright, so it's done updating. It's back on. We got 4G LTE. Okay, internet's working. What the heck? Good. We got the phone ringing. Answer this call. You're gonna see if you hear me. It'll ring here in a second.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless.
Maybe it's just not active. Okay, well, she's got the other call. You're good. That is a little weird. I haven't seen that before.
What is it?
Sign into the network. Okay, connect.
Just usually automatically go.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen this before. Not on a Verizon phone. Okay, so this phone is not active, but it gives me data. That's bizarre. Okay, good enough for me. Look at all that rice that came out of that phone. People putting their phones in rice. Don't do that.
Don't put your phones in rice.
No, it just makes the drying process much faster.
No.
Which puts all the minerals on the board.
Right.
If you want to try this at home, put your phone in distilled water and crush your fingers. That'd be a much better bet than putting it in rice.
So this guy takes out the motherboard and all that. Should I worry about that?
No.
Okay, I need to know. Oh, John's talking to you.
Can't get this done and constantly getting interrupted. Canister. Okay, that is finally done being taped up. Don't put that on auto ship. Don't put that on auto ship.
I have to put it on auto ship. You won't get paid on her.
Why?
Because I'm going to bring her in, and she's under you, and she's going to bring in 2 people, and that's going to make her consultant,
Oh.
and you're going to get all the money on your ISO
So I have
wallet
to be on
card.
auto ship on those products that I just selected?
We change them every month.
Okay, well, as long as you do it for me.
Okay, it comes to 2. There's a $29 enrollment fee.
Why is it so much?
It just is. It's a once a year thing.
No, that's not
But
what I'm
you get
talking
the
about.
free website and all of that. Come here and look. Come look. 'Cause I'm not going to fart
How-
around with this.
Well, it's $210 in products, $30 in shipping. Okay.
49. Well, you got tax too.
Email you the receipt on it.
You got 144, and now this is with tax.
How much is the products?
144, and then you got 41.15, and then you got 32.96. So that comes to 49.13 with the 29, and then you got $14 shipping.
Okay.
So it's 264.13.
Put the ISO Supreme powder on there too. I need some of that.
What?
Supreme powder.
I don't know what that is.
So there's Cleanse for Life, and then there's.
Oh, Ionics.
Thank you.
You want the Ionics powder too?
Yes.
Okay, let me add that and see what it comes to.
Yeah. You know their kiosk right there in the middle of the mall in Fashion Place? Yeah. Yeah, just, and you can't miss it. Well, if you're, you know what, Susan, if you come in that door and go past California Pizza and heading toward the Apple Store, it's your first right.
Oh, did you know they have them in the sticks too? You know, the skinny sticks, so that you can throw them in a water bottle?
Oh, how much is that?
And at the next mall intersection, it's right in the
$3 more. It's $35 instead of $32.
Instead of like, oh, okay,
But they
and
come in a box.
but
and
it's
they're all
exact same
sticks.
amount.
Oh yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay, yeah, then let's do it.
Okay.
I'll take the sticks. I don't know what this is. I'm removing it though, but let's leave it on there. Sorry guys for all the interruptions in the videos. My goodness.
Okay, so now it's 302.63.
That's fine.
Okay.
So I'm doing this so that way we don't, so that the way the adhesive stays down, there's no problem with it. If you don't make it too thick, then there could be a problem. Okay, good enough. Oh wait, just noticed something. Adhesive coming out of the camera hole. Okay, and we get a good, perfect seal there. That's it. Yay. Finally. That's Motorola Droid Turbo on my longest video yet. An hour and almost 30 minutes. Thanks guys for watching.